Let's take a look at exercise 13 from section 8.3. Twin brothers, person A and person B, can mow their grandparents' lawn together in 18 minutes. Person A could mow the lawn by himself in 15 minutes less than it would take person B. How long would it take person B to mow the lawn by himself? So we see that what we're being asked to find is, again, what we are going to let the variable represent. So x represents the time that it would take person B to mow the lawn by himself. We're going to organize the information in a table. In the first column, we're going to put which person the information refers to. The problem referred to these persons as A and B. Then in the second column, we're going to look at the time it would take that person to mow the lawn alone. And we decided that x would represent the time it takes person B to mow the lawn alone. And then we, based upon the information given, would know that x minus 15 is the time it takes person A to mow the lawn alone, since they can do it in 15 minutes less than person B. We're going to use these times to convert to a rate of work. If you can mow the lawn in x minutes, then your rate of work is 1 over x of the job per minute. If you can mow the lawn in x minus 15 minutes, then your rate of work is 1 over the quantity x minus 15. Now we want to look at what portion of the job that each person does in 18 minutes. So what portion of the job is done in 18 minutes? Well, we take time, 18 minutes, and multiply it by rate. So person A does 18 times 1 over x minus 15 of the job in 18 minutes. Person B does 18 times 1 over x of the job in 18 minutes. So this is the portion of the job done in 18 minutes. So these two portions add to give us the one job. So 18 over x minus 15 plus 18 over x is 1. We have a rational equation. Whenever we solve a rational equation, we set up a list of restrictions. We omit any variable values that make any denominator 0, since division by 0 is undefined. So that means x can't be 15 from the first denominator. From the second denominator, we get that x cannot be 0. If these show up as proposed solutions, they have to be discarded because they make the equation undefined. Our LCD is x times x minus 15. We multiply that by the first term. We multiply that LCD by the second term. And we multiply that LCD by the third term, which is on the right side of the equals, and happens to be 1. So when we multiply the LCD by the first term, the x minus 15 in the denominator divides out with the x minus 15 in the LCD, and we're left with 18x. When we multiply the LCD by the second term, the x's divide out, and we're left with 18 times x minus 15. When we multiply the LCD by 1, we simply get the LCD. X times x is x squared. X times negative 15 is negative 15x. And now let's distribute this 18, which is multiplied by x minus 15, to get 18x minus 270 plus that other 18x equals x squared minus 15x. Combining like terms, we get 36x minus 270 equals x squared minus 15x. In order to get this in standard form, I subtract a 36x from both sides of the equation, and I add a 270 to both sides of the equation. Switching the sides, making the right side the left and the left side the right, I get x squared minus 51x plus 270 equals 0. And I now want to factor this if that's possible. Clearly, if I can factor it, the first term of each binomial factor will be an x, since x times x equals x squared. I need two factors of positive 270 that add to negative 51. And so there are quite a few possibilities, but it turns out that the factors negative 45 and negative 6 multiply to give positive 270. Then I want to check by using the distributive property twice. This is also known as FOIL, to make sure that x minus 45 times x minus 6 really equals the polynomial. So first time first is x squared, outside time outside is minus 6x, inside time inside is minus 45x, last time last is positive 270. Combining like terms, I do get x squared minus 51x plus 270. So x minus 5 is 0 or x minus 6 is 0. That means x is 45 or x is 6. Now when I look at these two possibilities, x equals 6 minutes doesn't make any sense because it took the twins 18 minutes to do the job alone. So person B cannot do the job alone in 6 minutes. But x equals 45 does make sense. So it would take person B 45 minutes to mow the lawn alone.